after COVID?
Oh, so after COVID, no, like, during COVID, sorry, people started working from home
Yeah.
quite a lot because of all these regulations. So after COVID, people slowly started getting back to work, but majority of project management jobs, whether it's project manager, project coordinator, business analyst, software engineer, all of those jobs now, they are hybrid, meaning out of the 5 days in a week, they will only require you to go in twice, depending on the company. The previous company that I worked for, I think in a month, I only used to go in 3 times in 1 month. And then it's only when there's like a major meeting or we're meeting with stakeholders or something like that. Other than that, so long as you've got internet and a laptop or internet and a computer, a lot of companies right now do not require you to be day in, day out, unless that is what you are specifically looking for. Majority of them will say 2, 3 days. And the company that is going to employ me now, they're in Birmingham and I live in Manchester. So they said, if you're able to make it two times in a month, we're okay with that. That's fine.
So, like I was saying, every one of us, we need to start thinking, ahead of this
Mhm.
country and how can we use that to liberate ourselves economically. The only thing we can use to get our grant in this country is to have an economic impact in the environment we are living. So, Madam Sherry, how are you doing
Mm.
today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, fine, we bless God.
Mm. So, as I said, I never used my logistics degree at all. So, because I couldn't find a job, I ended up getting into care. And it was only meant to be just for a year or two, and that was it. But with care, I found, I don't know about other people, you start getting that paycheck. The money comes in. Before you know it, a year has passed, 2 years has passed, 10 years has passed, and you're not moving forward, you're not moving back, you're just there, stagnant. So I've been doing care since 2008, on and off, on and off, on and off, up until I had my last son, Chike. So I had my son in 2018. So the previous year, I just thought to myself, this is not life. I have one of two options. Either, no, one of three options. Either I go back to care, or I sit at home and, get benefits, or, I actually start doing something with my life. So I came across a course it's actually a Nigerian company, and they're based in London, called Almond Careers. So I signed up in 2017, and I think it's a 6 month course, if 6 or 8 month course, if I'm not mistaken. So, we were learning here in the UK. There were some people in Nigeria as well. So everything was done via Zoom and Microsoft Teams, and they put you on a project and you learn and so on and so forth. And the thing that I liked about that program was that by the end of it, they give you a reference, as um, from the first day that you started the course. So I started while I was pregnant, and then when my son was 6 months old, I started looking for a job. I started making applications and so on and so forth. And to be honest with you, doing a project in a course and real life is two very different things. So, updated my CV and everything and sent it off. It took me about 3 months of just sending CVs and sending CVs. It just became a part of my routine, just sending CVs over and over and over again, until somebody called me in October 2019. So I had been sending those CVs since the beginning of summer that same year. They called me and they said, okay, we've had a look at your CV. You don't have much experience, but from your cover letter, you seem like somebody who knows what they want. The client has liked you and they would like to have a, just have a talk with you. So I said, okay. We booked the first interview, and luckily for me, I had 3 days to prepare. So I went on YouTube. I started studying and listening to recordings of possible um, interview questions and answers, in that particular field. So by the time my interview came, I was ready. So I went for the first interview. They said, okay, fine, we'll call you for the second one. They called me for the second one. And then a week later, they made an offer. Now, to be honest with you, they offered me £23,000, which was not what I was used to, considering I was earning like a significant amount doing care. But then I thought to myself, as long as I get, that's the most important thing. It's getting my foot in the door. So I took that money. I used to get like 1,002, 1,003 after taxes. It didn't matter to me. And project management, what I like about it, that it is one of those careers whereby you can climb very quickly. You can pick up things very quickly like this. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing new with project management that is going to change other than the different methodologies. But it is, Prince 2 will always be Prince 2. Agile will always be Agile. Waterfall will always be Waterfall. So it's up to you which one. Like for me, at the time when I started, I didn't even have any of these certifications. To date, I still don't have Prince 2. I still don't have Agile. I've got APM, which is a mixture of the two, but even then, it's not like a necessity. It's just something to make my CV look good, you know. But for me, that is how I got into project management. And with the right company, you can, like, to start off, I would recommend that you get a permanent um, contract. And then from there, once you've got your experience and you're confident that, you know what, I can do my job even with my eyes closed, then you can start. It is better because I no longer do permanent work. I do contract, whereby um, they will pay anything from 350 to £500 a day. That's before taxes. And you can calculate that if I get that per day before taxes and I work 5 days a week, how much that's going to be. So it is up to you, really. And for me, I've been there in the whole care thing, in and out of care, in and out of care, and you're not getting anywhere in life. I really like, I'm an African, and I really want us to, I don't want us to be known that, oh, if there's a care job out there, that, we are the first people to take it. There's opportunities if you just let the internet be your friend. There's opportunities out there, you know? And the one thing I would encourage us all is that, look, if you hear something that or you find out or you read and you know that this will help your brother or your sister, because we are all brothers and sisters. If it will help, don't conceal that knowledge and say, oh, let me keep it to myself. It might not help you at the time, but it might definitely help somebody else. So please,
Exactly.
let's share. Let's share with each other. Because I don't know whether you've noticed with the Asian community, once one Asian starts in a company, give it a year, there'll be three. 2 years, there'll be five, there'll be 10. Why can't we do the same thing? You know? So please, let's help each other out. I hope this has helped you in some small way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's amazing. That's inspiring.